Welcome back, fellow Minecrafters. This is Jag Thunder. This is part 2 of my boat dispenser tutorial. My first video is up a couple days ago, and I've already made improvements to the design, so I thought I would already share it with you. In the beginning there, I went ahead and showed what texture pack I was using, because I already had that question on the first video and forgot to mention it. Basically, I redesigned some things underneath. Everything still works the same. I just added some more things to it. And we'll see here in a minute. I went ahead and trimmed everything out, hid all the wires, put in some doors and stuff like that. Labeled things so it's a little more understandable where things are, I guess, the primary button controls. Still got the signs up for the credit for Ethos Lab and Mr. Bond's block. I narrowed the canal down to 2. It seems to work about the same. I don't really know the advantage of one over the other, but it gives you a little more room and it still works efficiently. I went ahead and put a button in up here in the front. That's new. I've changed that. That way I could actually show in the video what's happening downstairs. It's obvious what's happening, but I wanted to show it. So I wired that in. I put one in the front, and I also put one in the far rear, and I also added the PEZ dispenser that I said in my first video I would wait about a week or a couple weeks down the road because this was a big project. Well, I couldn't stop fiddling with it, so I went ahead and added this in. Again, took about a couple hours of trying to get it figured out and get it working. The boats are crooked as shit, but it still dumps them. I don't know why they go in crooked. I guess because it drops 15,000 feet. But whatever. Here's the button for dropping the boats. As you see, it works really good. And I set it up so I can actually look down the channel to watch the boats move forward, and also to show in my tutorial how it works. And then I cut a hole here in the back. To my right, that's where I reload the boat station there, the PEZ dispenser. Go ahead and cut away the wall, basically showing you the I can't remember what it's called now, but anyways, the thing that trips the trap door. There's a name for it, but anyways, I had to wire it it's the same, but I had to wire it off to the one side to make it work. That way I could hide the wires. It looks good. It looks clean. I like it a lot better. The wiring was a little different, a little trickier. Not too bad. I changed the torch setup underneath, which I'll show you in a minute. This here is where the main button is up front. It's a powered block. Comes down to the first repeater. And then this wire over here, this is from the back. There's actually 2 pressure plates that I put in during construction. I haven't tested them, but I'm pretty sure it works. I tested this a couple times, and 1 second it would work. There was breaks in the line. I had to go back and kind of redo things. So if you're trying to follow my design, you may have to actually put a switch in and power the system. And find your brakes, and because the power wants to go one way through the repeaters, but when it tries to come back, sometimes it stops. So you just got to take it out and put it back in, and then that seems to work. Usually right up here in the front between these 2 repeaters, when I'm testing the system, I'll take out one piece of wire and I'll put a switch in right there. Either a switch or a break in the line. That way my buttons in the back, the front, and up on the dock, I can go ahead and put a powered switch in and check the buttons up front, and if I want to add things or whatever. You can see here I did drop the torches down underneath the doors instead of a little bit higher like I did in the first video. That way I could get a flatter, cleaner look up top. I wanted to put a lighting system in to show the lights in the canals. The problem I had was the boats bouncing. They kept lighting and stuff like that, which was fine, but the pressure plates seemed to screw with the doors. Whenever the boats would release and they come up to the next door, the pressure plate would override the torch and it wouldn't release the boats, or they'd double stack inside the canal. behind the door. So if anybody knows a solution how to fix that and add the lighting system to it, Etho Slab, Bomb Block, or anybody else for that matter, go ahead and comment. I would appreciate it because I would like to put a lighting system in, but just can't seem to figure out how to do it. This is the PEZ dispenser. Actually found this online, also on YouTube, obviously. I'll put a link in the description of where it was at. It's about a 1.5-minute video. A little bit of explanation to it, but not a whole lot. So I kind of just backed it up and followed it and put it together from what I've already learned. And over here is where I actually load the system. It's a little touchy, but not too bad. They drop right down. But like I said, they do go crooked, but they do drop. If I overload the system all the way to the top, it wants to double drop the first probably 4 or 5 of them, and then it starts dropping good. Load the boat on the left-hand side and push it over. That way it goes down the right-hand side. That seems to minimize the stacking of the boats crooked. And not that it really, like I said, that it matters. I just you can't overload the system, or at least I can't. If I go all the way to the top, like I said, the first probably 4 or 6 boats will actually double drop at the bottom and bust up. But after that, they clean out and they run just fine. And then right here at the end, I went ahead and put a little minecart system in so I can get back to the dock real quick, real easy. The update also put in the power strips that will go a lot further. I'll show you in another video. You'll see off to the right here a big stairway. That's actually a minecart ride. That'll be real fun to show here in another week or two. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.